Well, kids, it's drop day preview time. Jermaine Rogers choices. Let's break it down. What's up, gang? Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And we are going to jump straight into the drop day preview for Jermaine Rogers choices. All right, I don't know much about this. I haven't had a lot of time to read up on it, just a little bit, really briefly. So this is unrehearsed. We're going to jump right in, look at the numbers, and analyze the value of this drop. All right, so let's pull up the VeVe page on the Medium website and just run through and see what we have. This drop is happening tomorrow morning at 12 p.m. Pacific time, which, if I'm not mistaken, Pacific time is at 10 a.m. here in Central Time in Missouri. Or is that 2 p.m.? I'm thinking backwards. Well, whatever the case, I'm going to be on this drop, and I'm definitely going to be going for this just from what little that I have read. Okay, so Jermaine Rogers is in the field of pop art, modern rock poster and pop art. So he's well known, and this is some very interesting stuff. And I like what he has on the resume here. We're talking about a variety of musical artists, including Nine Inch Nails, David Bowie, Run the Jewels, Tool, Radiohead, Childish Gambino, Queens of the Stone Age, the Foo Fighters, and many, many more. Okay, so he's also a recognized force in the vinyl toy art scene, releasing figures through Kid Robot, Medium Toys, Strange Co., and Darrow 72. All right, well, you comic heads and figurine people who are all into that, maybe you can tell me in the comments if you recognize any of those, because I don't, but I'm impressed that they're there. So let's just run on down and look at what the numbers are on the items and see if we can hash out a strategy of what we ought to do. So the first one is the protector. Now, right off the bat, these are cool looking. You got this weird, creepy rabbit. Looks like he's a sculpture, like a chip sculpture or something like that. And dude is holding a knife. That's a dagger. He looks dangerous. With those weird, freaky red eyes, it's not the kind of rabbit I want to see jumping around in my backyard. Okay, so this first one is this the common? Yes, it is. List price is 40 gems. We got 2,222. It's not a lot for a common. So I'm thinking that this is probably going to have some value. You just never know. It seems like the drops that have the lower numbers will end up doing quite well. And if this guy is going to be just nearly as popular as the wabbits, the labbits. Yeah, labbits, rascally wabbits, that's it. If this one is going to be as popular as the labbits, we've seen what can happen there with the Labbit Ultra Rare peaking at what, 1,200 gems? And the common is sitting right now at about 50. I'm going to have a full report on the graphs. I've got some graphs for you on several of the previous drops so you can see the action since then. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. The phone rang. All right, where was I? We're talking about 2,222. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was talking about the charts and the graphs that I have on the action of the last drops as I've been tracking the market prices, lowest prices over the past several weeks. So it'll be interesting when I show you the results of how those items are doing. So there is the first common. Now this next one is freaky looking. We got those black eyes, very creepy. And now we're stepping up the game. And we got blood on the dagger. So apparently this guy, he hasn't been out hunting. He's just looking at you waiting. But this guy has already shanked you. So we got blood on the dagger because he's already seen some action. All right, that's very creepy. And this one is an uncommon. Okay, I thought we had two commons. Well, we'll see. This one is $50 at 1,666. It's probably going to go pretty quickly. That's not a lot. I'm thinking that we might be lucky just to nab one or two of these even at the lowest level. All right, scrolling on down the line, we got this lovely, really weird, is that a royal blue? Not quite a royal blue, maybe an aqua type of blue. Red eyes again with a dagger that looks like it's got a tip of green. I don't know what kind of animal he's stabbing. Maybe it was an alien. Okay, so this one is a rare at 70 gems with only 1,111. That's not a lot. I see this selling out in a matter of seconds, if that. And then the piece de resistance, the hunter. He's got his camo on. He's ready to go. Creepy red eyes. I really wouldn't want to see this rabbit in my backyard. 90 gems, 888. Now, got to think this one out. I think my chances of grabbing this one are slim to none. And the question will be, do you go for this ultra rare or do you jump straight in and go for the rare? Look at the numbers. They're not too different. 1,111 as opposed to 888. The last time we saw an 888, I believe, was on the Labbit drop. Was there 888 or 777? Somewhere around there. I think it was the same. And we saw that sell out in an instant. The minute we hit the button, it was gone. Gone, gone. So what do you do? Do you go in for that UR or are you going to try for the rare? Now, personally, for me, I think I might play it safe and jump in for the rare and go backwards, because if I can get this rare and jump through the CAPTCHA, I might be able to come on back and hit this uncommon at 1666. Come on back and try to hit the common. Now, the common at 2,222, I don't see this one hanging around long. In fact, I'm going to predict a complete sellout of everything within a half an hour, because there's just not enough of these to go around. All right, this is more of a low number drop. And then I'll come right on back and I'm going to try out the Gale method. And I'm going to jump in and go back to the ultra rare and keep refreshing the screen until somebody's transaction does not go through. If somebody fails a CAPTCHA and you happen to hit it just at the right time, you can nab the ultra rare, just like he did on the previous drop. So that is going to be my strategy. Is that the end? Yes, that's the end. So there's the items, one of each. We got the common in white. We got the uncommon in red. We got the rare in royal weird aquamarine blue, aqua blue. And then we've got the ultra rare stepping out on the night with the camo. Okay, what are your predictions about the future value of this drop? I think that it's going to be sky high. And if anybody is lucky enough to snag one of these, I think that you're going to be doing really good with your future value here. Okay, so we also noticed that the edition type says con exclusive. We'll have that CE. There have been some discussions where some people think that the CE should be taken off and replaced with an FE or first appearance. What are your thoughts? I think either way, it's going to have a high value. But there was an interesting point that I think was brought up in my group. Who was it that brought up that point? Let's jump over here to the group and see if we can find the message. There's my new video, which is also out on the OMITA. You need to check that out if you have not seen it. So here we are in my group. It was Nolan. Shout out to Nolan. Carcamo. Nolan, how do you say your last name? Drop an audio in the group so I can pronounce it right on the next time that I bring you up in a video. So we were discussing this, and he's kind of leaning towards thinking that they ought to just go ahead and do the FA, the first appearance, because if there's future Comic Cons, how many times are we going to have a CE as a first one? So if there's, say, 10 more years of Comic Cons, will that CE really be as meaningful as an FA? Cast your vote. Let's talk about that in the comments. That's all I've got for this drop. And we'll be back tomorrow to let you know how the drop goes. And the last thing that I want to leave you with on the last drop, when I did the follow-up video, I noticed in the comments that there was a lot of people with snarky little comments where they were picking on the people who didn't get anything in the drop. Now, the last drop, there were glitches. And it wasn't just the people's devices. We had some things that were going on across the board where there were several people that had reported the same issues with the timer going down to 0, and then you hit your buy button and it treats you as if you hit it early. That was a glitch. And then we had some people that hit the timer and then the app crashed and had to wait to get back in. So when we are on this drop and you're ready to report what you got and you're posting in the comments, don't cut on the people who didn't have as good fortune as you. That's just not etiquette. That's not good VeVe collector etiquette. We're all in the same group. We're all homies here. Let's be kind to the people that aren't as fortunate. It's not complaining when somebody is reporting a real issue that more than one person had, okay? And we need to share that information with VeVe so they can be aware of it. And I guarantee you that the VeVe team is appreciative of us reporting glitches because then they can address those issues. If we don't say anything because of fear for being tagged as a complainer, then they're not going to be able to make those corrections. So just realize this. If you get it and you had no problems and it was totally smooth, just kind of have a little bit of feeling towards those. There's my phone again. Have a little bit of understanding towards the people that aren't as lucky. And I'll be the first to congratulate you if you score an ultra rare. There were many people who did score and got the entire set and were very kind and polite. And I said, hey, high five, way to go. You did great. I had a couple glitches and I was not able to get the ultra rare on the last drop because I experienced the deal where the 0 came up and then I hit buy and it treated me as if I had hit the button too early. So let's be kind. Let's be polite. Support your fellow OMI homies, and we can all stand together and be successful in our quest to land these drops. This is Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro, and I'm out.